Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Jav. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and I'll make a start. So if you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777. Thank you, Kwanisha. And also, thank you, Kulani. Also, let me know where you are from. Thank you, Jaya Ibtisam. Welcome, everyone. Let me know where you are from. Okay, we have London in the house. Welcome, London. So a very, very popular location. Stanmore. I don't think I've been to Stanmore, but welcome, Stanmore. Sorry, Jaya from Stanmore, Columbus, Ohio, one of my favorite places in the USA. Welcome, Kwanisha from Columbus and London, and Canada is in the house. Welcome, Canada. We also have Nottingham as well and Qatar. Welcome, everybody, to the house. So my name is Dr. Jav. I'm a forex and cryptocurrency trader. I have been trading now for several years. I just want to make it clear from the outset that you will not become an expert trader at the end of this presentation. This webinar is only meant to be a guide, a general introduction to trading. The work will begin after this presentation. So this is a guide to trading to show you how to get started. And again, it's something that I've been doing now for several years. And in all honesty, I haven't looked back. So again, my name is Dr. Jav. I'm a forex and cryptocurrency trader. I'm just going to turn on my screen. If you can see my screen again, please drop me 3 ones in the chat box and I will continue. Okay, thank you. So just bear with me a second. So a little bit about myself. Going back a fair few years now, I spent a very, very long time at university only to start my first job. So job obviously is an acronym for just on broke, and that is how I felt in my first job after university. So I spent all those years doing various degrees at university to start my first job, and I hated my first job to the nth degree. So I hated my job so much that on the first day of my first job ever, I decided that I could not work for anyone ever. And I resigned that position after a few months. And the only reason I stayed in that job was because I had bills to pay. So I resigned that position after a few months and I bought a ticket to Australia. And at the airport, at Heathrow Airport, I came across the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by a guy called Robert Kiyosaki. Now, if you've read that book, if you are familiar with that book, please drop me 333 in the chat box and then I can relate to you. So Robert Kiyosaki came or introduced me to something known as the cash flow quadrant. Excuse me. So that is what you see on the screen. That is the cash flow quadrant. And in its simplest form, the cash flow quadrant teaches us that 95% of the world population is broke. So the employees, people that work for somebody else, are generally broke. And that is what I was in my job. I was just on broke. And again, Robert Kiyosaki, he taught me that if you want to be financially free, you have to be the 5%. So you have to be an investor or a business owner. Now, luckily for us, we are both investors and business owner because forex comes within that remit. Now, if you're self-employed, the 35%, and I have been self-employed in the past, you are effectively working for yourself and it's just a glorified job. Now, many people around the world, they work for 40 hours a week. So 40 hours a week for 40 years only to retire on 40% of what they could not afford to live on in the first place. Now, I recently came across the concept of 996. Is anyone in this chat on this webinar familiar with the concept of 996? Drop me a 111. Now 996 is something that occurs in China. Now in China, many people, obviously they have a population of over 1 billion. Many people work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at night, hence the 9-9, 6 days a week. And what they say to you when you join the company is that if you don't want to do it, we can find another person out of the 1 billion that will do it. And there are people there in China that will actually do that. And many people in China, employees, have become stressed. And in fact, there's been many suicides as well because the body just cannot cope with 996. And that is why, again, one of the reasons, obviously I wasn't 996, but I was still working up to 8 hours a week. And that was one of the reasons that I decided that I could not work as an employee. Now, excuse me, when it comes to a job, again, if you give your job everything you've got for the next 2 or 3 years, blood, sweat, give it everything you've got for the next couple of years. After the 2 years, you may get a 5% or 4% pay rise. Now, in this industry, in trading, if you give this everything you've got for 2 years, you could be financially free. Again, I'm not going to make any income claims on this webinar, but we have people within our organization earning 6 figures, 7 figures, in some cases every single month. So whatever you believe is possible. Now, when it comes to foreign exchange trading, forex, in its simplest form, is the exchange of one currency for another. Let me give you an example. If you were to go to the USA from the UK, and let's say you change your pounds for your dollars, you would have taken part in the foreign exchange market. Now, if you go back to that same exchange at a later date or time and make the same transaction or similar transaction again, you may be offered a different exchange rate. As foreign exchange traders, we use that difference. We use the volatility in the marketplace to profit from. As long as there's movement in the market, and there's always movement in the market, trust me, because there's so many different currency pairs that we trade. So as long as there's volatility in the market, we can profit from that volatility. And it doesn't matter to us whether the price for any particular currency pair is going up or coming down. It makes no difference, because we can plant long positions and short positions in the market. So again, foreign exchange in its simplest form is the exchange of one currency for another. Now, does anyone actually know how big the foreign exchange market is? It's huge. The foreign exchange market is massive. Up to $6.6 trillion is exchanged via forex every single day. And that's a very, very big number. When I heard it, I was absolutely shocked. And interestingly, banks, your HSBC, Santander, Barclays, they make collectively over $1 trillion every single day from the foreign exchange market. $1 trillion. And guess what? They're making it from your money. So if you have a bank account, you are already, or your money is already being used for foreign exchange, and your bank is keeping all the profits. And as a thank you to you, they will pay you 0.01% back a year. Now that's got to be a kick in the teeth. And when I heard that from my mentor all those years ago, I decided straight away that perhaps I should try and keep some of the profits myself as well. And that is what I've been doing now for the last few years. And again, my mentor, he said to me, Dr. Jav, how much money have you made on your money, in your bank account in the last 10 years, in the last decade? And my answer was a big fat zero, because historically interest rates have been very, very low. Whether you take interest or not is irrelevant at this point, because what happens is that, like I said earlier, the bank will keep all your profit. Now, it's a market that's open 24 hours a day, which is very, very good, because it does not matter where you are based. We have people on this call from Canada, from Qatar, from various parts of the UK, from the USA. It does not matter where you are located. You can trade via forex 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, which is why it's become so, so popular. And again, you don't have to always use your own money, because there's a system known as leverage, whereby you can actually use your broker's capital to trade with. And it just means that you can achieve higher profits as well. And if you don't know what you're doing, higher losses as well. So again, when it comes to foreign exchange, it's an amazing, amazing market. And banks have been doing it for donkey's years and earning trillions on the back of it. Trillions, not billions, not millions, but trillions every single day from the foreign exchange market. Now, another thing that we do, it's become very, very popular in the last few years, is digital currency. How many people on this call are familiar with the term Bitcoin? So how many people on this call know about Bitcoin? Drop me a 111 in the chat box. Okay, thank you. So Bitcoin was conceived in 2009. So it's been 12 or so years now, and it's the largest cryptocurrency in the marketplace. Later during this presentation, I'll give you some more detail around cryptocurrencies. But at this point, I'll just introduce the concept of Bitcoin. In 2009, the price of Bitcoin was, let's say, 1 cent or 10 cents. Currently, the price is around $47,000. If you bought one Bitcoin then for 10p or 10 cents, you'd be sitting on a profit of $47,000. Now, many people think that the bubble has burst when it comes to Bitcoin, but it hasn't, because Bitcoin will hit 6 figures in the next few months. 6 figures during the current bull run. So if you are not currently invested in cryptocurrencies, it's something to look at. Bitcoin is just one coin out of 11,000 cryptocurrencies in the marketplace, and we trade not just Bitcoin, excuse me, but also other cryptocurrencies as well, so other altcoins, and we profit from those every single day. And the cryptocurrency market is huge. It's very, very big. It's not as big as forex, but it will surpass forex very, very soon. So we've gone, I think it's $2 trillion plus is the market capitalization of cryptocurrencies, and we're looking at 5 trillion and even 10 trillion potentially in the next few months, next few years. So it doesn't matter who you are or where you are, you should be invested in cryptocurrencies today, because it's a very, very powerful place to be. So of the people on this call, if you have zero or little patience, we also do high frequency trading, otherwise known as binary options. And we do have a high frequency trading expert on the call as well later today. But again, if you have little patience, excuse me, high frequency trading is something that we can teach you. As an add-on, because many people are currently working from home, we also do e-commerce. So we are quite heavily invested in drop shipping as well. So you're buying from A, you're selling to C, and you're the middleman B, and you keep the profits. And the product never needs to hit your home. So you don't need to store the product. You just buy from A, you sell to C, and you just act as the middleman, and you keep the profits. That's something that we teach you via our drop shipping mentorship program as well, for those of you that only want to do e-commerce. Now, the way we teach you is very much similar to what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm speaking to you right now via a webinar online. So we teach you online. We have well over, I think, 100 or 200 educators or mentors all over the world, and they will teach you how to trade online. Now, when it comes to trading, like I said at the outset of this presentation, it's not something that you'll learn in 1 day or 2 days. And the way I learned trading was through the live mentorship program, and also by being consistent. Excuse me. So I think I started off by doing 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. And because I was consistent and persistent over a period of time, I became a very, very good trader. So if you have a spare 10 minutes or 20 minutes a day, you can do this. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. It doesn't matter where you are based. It doesn't matter if you are male or female. It doesn't matter what your age is. As long as you are above the age of 18, you can do this. And we will show you how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world via our live trading platform. And again, it's very, very powerful. All of our traders are 6- and 7-figure earners, which means that they earn at least 100,000 plus. Many of them make a lot more than that in a month. But again, no income claims. As long as you have a mobile phone, as long as you are over the age of 18 and you are human, you can do this. And trust me, it beats doing a job, a job. And again, when it comes to trading, you're not actually trading 9 to 5, so, or 996. You're not doing the 996 model. You're not doing 9 to 5. You can put in how much ever time you've got. We've got single mothers doing this. You know, they plant their kids off to school, and sorry, I've got a bit of a cough at the moment. And when they come back home, they do a little bit of trading. So, you know, when you've got 10 minutes here and there, you can do this. And we actually give you live trades during our trading sessions. And all you have to do is put those trades into an app on your phone. So as long as you have an app on your phone, and again, we'll show you how to download that app, you will get this. Now, trading is 90 to 99% mindset. So it's all in the head. The skill element of trading is just 1 to 10%. And we understand this, which is why we have teamed up with Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor is one of our coaches. And he's been my mentor now for probably well over 10 years or so. And he helps us with the emotions and also personal development, and to ensure that we win our trades every single day. Now, to get started, it's a lot cheaper than other organizations. To get started on the forex program, which is our basic foreign exchange program, is only $235. The same is the case for high frequency trading and also digital currency. If you want to learn how to do all of the above, it's just $325. So $325 to learn how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world. Now, when it comes to the monthly fee, you do not necessarily have to pay that because we have something known as a scholarship program. So if you were to recommend 2 people to the program, you will not need to pay the monthly fee as many students do within our organization. So basically, you're learning how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world for just $200 to $300. Now, when you go to university, does anyone actually know how much it costs in the UK or the USA to do a degree? Let me know via the chat box. It's actually in the UK, the average student leaves with a debt of £30,000 to £50,000 as a minimum. In the USA, you're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars. Here, you're looking at $200 to $300 to become financially free. Now, at this stage, what I want to do is turn on to my colleague, Mandeep, who's one of our star traders. She's been trading now for several years. She is financially free. And just bear with me, I'll see if she's on the call and I can actually make her the co-host and allow her to take on this call. So just give me a few seconds. And Mandeep will also do a live trading session as well. So you can see our platform, how it works. So Mandeep, are you on the call?
Yes, Dr. Jav, I'm here. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Welcome, Mandeep, to the call, and I'll let you just take it away.
Great, fantastic. So ladies and gents, my name is Mandeep. I come from a town called Leicester, and really excited to be here today because I'm going to talk and walk you through my story and how I was led to come to be here, sitting in sunny Nottingham. Let me just spotlight my video, to come to be here today. So like I said, I come from a town called Leicester. My background is in the corporate world. And, I was working 8 till 6 were my hours. And I tell you one thing, I was tired. I was completely tired because I wanted a situation where I could do what I want when I wanted to. I could do things on my own time, in my own time. I didn't have to worry about time or money or my health. Because the truth of the matter is, we are taught a certain way by our parents and in society. We are taught the 40-40-40 way. So what does that mean? This means that we are taught to work 40 hours a week, which is 9 to 5, for 40 years of our life, between the age of 20 and 60, to only retire on 40% of what we couldn't afford to live on in the first place. If you take your income right now, ladies and gents, and I take out 40% of your income every month or every year, would you be able to survive? Would you be able to live, run your house, pay bills, etc., every single day, week, and month? Probably the reality is you wouldn't be able to do that. And so the thing is, we're programmed about the 40-40-40 rule. And I was going down that path. I was going down that trajectory. And something inside me said, you're not cut out for this. You need to do something bigger. I want to do something bigger. I want to be able to, stretch my wings and fly and not worry about being tied to commitments, financial commitments and bills. And that's the major worry of a lot of people out there. They're constantly worried about their bills or their money or income. Well, this is a platform, ladies and gents, that if you really understand it, it can make a massive difference. You see, after nearly 10 years of being in the same job with the same people and similar wage, I managed to leave my job within 15 months. Within 15 months. And it was a shock for everyone. They were thinking, what happened to Mandy? Where's she gone? She's changed. She's become a different person. And it was true, because I was the quiet person in work, head down, always working, never saying anything to anyone. And today, ladies and gents, I'm in a position where I can do what I want when I want and impact the loved ones around me. So if I show you where I am today, I'm inside a, hotel lobby. I've been here since lunchtime, having a cup of tea. Some of the guests that I met earlier on this call. And it's amazing because we were talking about their future and where they want to go. You see, one thing that my mentor told me that I'll never forget, you don't get rich and wealthy through crypto. You don't make money through forex. Nothing happens overnight with e-commerce. But what you become wealthy through is your mindset. Because the way you think is what you get. What you think is what you get. What you speak is what you get. And I'm so blessed that I've been able to impact a lot of lives along with Dr. Jav and along with a lot of the leaders out there in this company to help impact people. Now, one of the main people that I wanted to impact within this platform and in my life was my own mum. I thought I want to do something for her. Ladies and gents, last year I retired my mum. She's been working for years, and I was able to gift that to her because of the education and the learning and the mindset training I received from this platform. And it was amazing. It was a really, really big celebration in 2020. It was a very, very big achievement. And so I want to ask you, who do you want to impact? Is it yourself? Is it your family, your children, your partner, your friends and family? Who is it that you would like to make a stand for and not worry about the little things in life, the bills and the expenses and things like that? You want to do something big and different for you. Now, speaking of vision and, energy, I'm going to bring on a lady who I met through this business. So it's not just about, the money and the pips, which is what we measure forex in, by the way. It's about the people that you impact. Now, this lady I met through this business, she's also from Leicester. She's a mother of 3 beautiful children. Her background is in healthcare. And she said to me, Mandy, I don't want to work anymore because I'm always away from my children. It's too much. I want to be able to, go where I want, when I want, and spend time with my children. How can I do that? And I said, let's follow the process. Why don't I show you a way through this platform? Today, ladies and gents, she's in a position where she's completely sacked the boss and she is full-time in this business. So let's give a hand to B. So B, are you on this call?
Oh, yes, Mandy, I am.
Good to hear from you, B. So lovely, B. You give your testimony. We'd love to hear from you about, your journey so far and a little chat with the guests. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. So thank you so much, Mandy, for that amazing introduction. Thanks, Dr. Jav. You're amazing, both of you. So just a little bit about myself. As Mandy says, I'm B. I'm from Leicester. And I live with my 3 amazing kids, So a little bit about me. So some over 20 years ago, I did my degree in nursing. And then a few years later, I branched into a specialist nursing called occupational health. And that was doing so well for me. I'm not going to lie. I loved it. I really enjoyed what I did. But it came to a point where when I had my second child, who is now 6 years old, I realized that I've not spent a lot of time with my first son. At that point, that was like 6 years ago. So my journey is quite long, but I'm glad I got there, eventually. So 6 years back, I started thinking that I needed to do something that would allow me to spend more time at home with my kids. And nothing really sat well with me. I had so many proposals from different companies doing so many different things. But this day, I'll never forget, back, sort of 2020, I went into work. And I met this amazing colleague who told me about this business. And then she now introduced me to Mandy. So I really thank God for the day I met Mandy because everything changed from that point. So I joined the business I'll never forget the day. It was 4th of May, 2020. So 16 months on now, I'm in a position where I can really say I retired myself at 40. Because from last year, when I was 40 years old, I gave up my job and I started doing this full time. For the past 8 months, I've been doing it full time. As I said, I can really say, hands on heart, I can say I've retired myself. I don't have a boss. I don't have an alarm. Well, my little girl is 2 years old, so I do have an alarm, but I suppose it's a nicer type of alarm. So it's allowed me to stay at home with my kids, which has always been my dreams. And I'm sure anybody who's a parent on this call or even an auntie would relate to this, how much it really means to spend that time with your family. So this business has really allowed me that. So stay at home, I cook for them. Like my first son is 17 years old. He's a proper mister. He wouldn't eat and, stay over food. So I'm able to cook him fresh food every day, which I enjoy doing that. And I really live my life on my own terms. I travel when I want. I do what I want on my own terms. I don't have anybody telling me what to do. So this business has created so much opportunity for me that is beyond what I could imagine when I started some sort of 16 months ago. So ladies and gents, if you're on this call today, it's for a purpose, it's for a purpose. All I did when I started this business, I had no idea about trading. Remember, I'm a nurse. I look after people. That's all I do. I did not know I could sit down, study this, and become a very good trader. I'm very good at HFX. Never would I have thought that I'll be able to sit down and work out figures and graphs and all this palaver. But today I'm in a position where I can do that, and it didn't take me much. I only spend a couple of hours a day. And as Dr. Jav was saying at the beginning, it's just about being consistent and persistent. And that's what I did. Gradually increased my hours, and I just became better and better in my trading. So hope my story has inspired you in some way. And so I hope to see you all at the top, because you know what, the bottom is far too crowded. So Mandy, over to you. Thank you so much for this amazing invite. Thank you.
Oh, wow, amazing. I always love listening to B and her testimonial, because this is someone who, you know, she had a big desire to do something, you know, with her life, see her children, and B, just want to say thank you, you know, and definitely looking forward to meeting up for coffee soon, you know. And that's the best thing about that's the best thing about the platform, the relationships you make, the friendships that you make, the people that you meet. Oh my goodness, it is sensational, because you know, it's okay, yeah, the money is going to come, it's going to help you, it's going to change your life, but the people that you meet, and more importantly, the person that you become through the process, is going to be insane. It is going to be you know, absolutely amazing. So once again, I just want to say thank you, B. That was truly amazing. So what I want to do now is I want to share you know, the fifth way of earning an income through this platform. But before I do that, I want to show you a bit about what you are getting for your money. So Dr. Jav shared, you know, 4 different packages with you. And when you actually log into your back office and your sorry, and on the IM Center is what it's called, where you get access to all the products. This is what you're going to get. So if I click on strategies over here, you can clearly see that I'm an elite package user. And the reason why I love the elite is because I get to maximize my income. You see, the truth is I make money daily on forex. And then I also make money every day minutes with HFX. It's a time-based form of trading. Long term, I have money in crypto because I invested in this year based on the information I was given in these trainings and the education. And therefore, I'm maximizing my income potential. I'm maximizing it. And this is why I absolutely love the elite package, because you get more value, information, and knowledge for your money. And what I want to show you today is a strategy that I'm using called a vibrator, which I absolutely love. It's literally making money in 4 steps. So hopefully you can all see my screen right here. This is not as scary as it looks, because I know some of you might look at this and think, oh my God, this is the trading platform, and how can I you know, ever learn this? But trust me, if I can learn it, and I was a slow learner, then you definitely can as well. So this is basically showing a live trade of the Australian dollar against the US dollar. So you can see here on the left hand side, on the top left, it says AUD USD, which is the Australian dollar against the US dollar. It's on the 1 hour time frame. And if you have a look on the alert panel here on the right hand side, this trade was called in 27 minutes ago. You can see it right there. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. But if I scroll down, you can see AUD USD 1 hour time frame was called in 0 hours and 28 minutes ago. Now, the best thing about this platform is that you are not by yourself when you're trading, which means that, you know, with the help of these scanners and this platform, you are able to make a decision as to whether you would profit or whether you wouldn't profit, based on the information and the analysis that we're going to give you. So this is a very simple technique. And I want to show you really how simple this is. If you can follow these 4 steps with me, okay, just level with me, work with me, put your answers in the chat box, because I'm going to ask you a few questions about these 3 lines here. So if you have a look on the screen, you can see a blue line, a red line, and a green line. And I just want you to put your answers in the chat box to really give you a flavor of how simple this really is. So my first question is there a crossover between the red and the blue line outside of the purple cloud? So if I just get rid of the candles, can you all see a crossover between the red and the blue line outside of the cloud? Just put yes or no in the chat box, because we're going to test this live, okay? We're going to do this live together. Yeah, okay, brilliant. So you can see there's a crossover. Perfect, amazing. Right, step number 2. It says current price must be 10 pips below the cloud. So I'm going to measure it, and the number in the top right-hand corner of the box represents the pips. So that's the movements in the market. You know how we measure meters and centimeters, length in meters and centimeters? We measure forex in pips. So is this more than 10 pips away, yes or no? Look at the number. Look at the number in the top right-hand corner. It says 12.8. Is it more than 10? Yes, it is. Fantastic. You're all correct. Well done. Right, next step. Now, remember, a lot of you don't know anything about forex, but you're still answering the questions. Step number 3, it says the red line must be below the blue line. Is the red line below the blue line? Yes or no? Just put a simple yes or no. Okay, I can see the yeses are flooding in. Amazing. Okay, and finally, is the green line pointing up or down? Because it says here, green line must be pointing down. So is it up or is it down? Where is that green line? It's pointing down. So if you were to take this trade live right now, you could take it and make money. So Australian dollar, US dollar, I know some team members have plugged into this, are probably going to be racing into this trade right now. But if you were to take this trade, all you would then do is go onto your MetaTrader 4. So you can see it says Australian dollar, US dollar there. So you go onto this app right here. You can see all the currencies are listed. There it says Australian dollar, US dollar at the top, doesn't it? So I'd click on that. I'd click trade, and then I'd click on sell. Because what you're going to learn is how to buy and sell in the market. But you've just analyzed the trade, click on sell, and let it do its job. That's literally it. That's literally all you need to do. So it's a very simple process. I actually teach this every Thursday, and this is something that's helping a lot of people to really win in this platform. So there's a bit more to it, but that's just to share with you and show you that that's how simple it is. You follow 4 steps, you can take a trade, and it's all about simplicity. So it's absolutely phenomenal. So that's a bit about our platform, and a bit of a insight as to how that works. But what I'm going to quickly do now is I'm just going to share with you the 5th way of earning an income in this platform, and that's becoming an IBO, earning a residual income. So what this means is that when you're recommending your friends and family to this business and you genuinely see value, then you can start earning a residual income. Every single Friday is when we get paid. It means you're doing the work once, but you're getting paid over and over again. Now, when you refer 3 customers, the company will pay you $150 every single month. It doesn't seem like a lot, but the thing is, when it starts growing and your team starts to grow and you start impacting people, this can really explode. 12 customers will give you $600 a month for life. As long as they're active customers, you will get $600. That's what Platinum 600 stands for, every single month. Platinum 1000, $1,000 a month. Let me ask you on this call, how far would an extra $1,000 go in your household right now? If I said to you today, in the next 30 days, you can help yourself to go Platinum 1000 and be earning $1,000 a month, how would that help you? Would it help towards bills, towards rent, towards the mortgage, towards car expenses, towards fuel? What could that help? What about a nice holiday? What about going away for a few days? What about some of you ladies might want a pair of shoes or a nice handbag, but you're waiting for the next paycheck. You're waiting for the next time to get a bonus. How about doing it straight away? After Platinum 1000, you've got the rank of Platinum 2000, where you've helped over 75 people and you're earning $2,000 a month. Platinum 5000, where you're earning $5,000 residual income a month for helping over a couple of hundred people. And Chairman 10, which is dreamer's income almost, is $10,000 a month for helping over 500 people. Is that really possible, I hear you ask? Because we're so programmed to think that £1,600 a month after tax is the norm. That's what's programmed into us in society, that $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 or pounds a year is absolutely fine. But I'm here to tell you that for those of you that are dreamers and you want to make a difference, it is possible. Because I'm going to bring on this call an individual who's just 21 years old. And yes, he's a 6-figure earner. He had a dream, he went out, he got it, and he is set for life. And he's one of our mentors. He's doing absolutely amazing. And I'm going to bring him on to share his testimonial of why this platform has really rocked his world, including his parents. So Jay Palmer, are you on the call?
Yes, I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear and see you. Yes. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm good. Over to you, Jay. Thank you.
Amazing. Once again, Mandeep, thank you very much for organizing this call. It's great to be here. I was actually just in a meeting. I just stepped out just now. But yes, guys, my name is Jay. I'm 21 years of age, and I started this business back in 2017, October. And at that time, I was in a situation in my life where I was actually studying to become an aerospace engineer. And, growing up, my parents sent me to a private school. I got into grammar school. I got all the good education, but I realized living in London, that's where I live, that I can't even buy a house with a normal wage today. So I said, you know what? I need to find some sort of business, some sort of online business, which I don't need a degree, qualifications, and something that I can make 6 or 7 figures within the next 2 to 5 years. And maybe a lot of you in this call right now, maybe you're looking at 6 figures as almost impossible. But I'm a testimonial that this stuff really works, right? If you follow the right people, if you really put a bit of effort into it and you be teachable and coachable, you can definitely do big things in this business. So I started off just like every single one of you in this call. I didn't know anything about trading, anything about business, anything about network marketing or anything, right? And I started to learn the trading. I started to make money from it. And the crazy thing is, within my personal team, I've got almost 1,000 students all across the world. And are all of them expert traders? Of course not. This is a skill set that if you learn it once, it can pay you pretty much for the rest of your life. But it takes a bit of time, maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2, 3 years to learn it. But guess what? We have a system here today within our platform, within our team, where you can plug in as a complete brand new beginner. If you don't know anything, you can literally just come on our sessions. We've got multiple sessions. Mandeep is someone that's actually one of our educators within our team. She's helping our team massively. You just plug onto our sessions and you literally just copy our trades. That's all you do. You copy our trades, you make money at the same time. And of course, if you want to earn residual income, which I highly recommend, every single one of you to do, is you can start to build a business, right? Follow the mentors, follow the education. And Mandeep said yesterday we had an event. She says, if not this platform, if not trading, then what are we going to do? Are we going to be in the same situation next 5, 10, 15 years? Or are we going to make that decision to start something and really put the effort in, and in the next few years, be grateful for the the choices that we made? So it's an amazing platform. I'm going to pass it back to Mandeep and I'm going to let her carry on. Thank you,
Perfect. That
Mandeep.
was amazing, Jay. Appreciate it. And it's interesting because I was thinking of a powerful way to finish my segment off, and he's just given me the idea. And what I want to leave you with, ladies and gents, is if not, hang on, let me just spotlight my video again. If not this, then what? And if not now, then when? Because at some point you're going to want to take charge and make a decision and just roll with it and start impacting your life. Don't let a couple of $100 stop you from doing that. Don't let your inner demon stop you from giving a platform a go that can completely change the face of your life. It is going to be amazing. You've got to decide to have a great rest of the 2021. We've got 4 months, well, actually 3.5 months left of the year. You've got to decide how you're going to end it. You've got to decide what your life is going to look like 12 months from today. It all starts with you. So once again, my name is Mandeep. Appreciate your time. And I'm going to hand it back over to lovely Dr. Jav. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandeep. That was absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for that. So just bear with me a second while I spotlight my video. And also thank you for J and B. So J, B, and Mandeep, each one of those, I mean, they're all financially free, hence the reason for having them today on this webinar. So briefly, I just want to talk about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and that's where I left off earlier. Now, currently, there's around 11,000 altcoins in the marketplace. 11,000 altcoins in the marketplace, and altcoin is a coin in addition to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the primary coin. It was the first coin to the market in 2009. Currently around 11,000 or so altcoins in the marketplace. Now the good news is we don't trade or invest in all 11,000 cryptocurrencies. We actually have I think people in the team that are 6- and 7-figure earners, primarily just from cryptocurrency. Obviously, you have many people that do foreign exchange trading as well, but also cryptocurrency, which is one of my favorites. We have many people in our team, in our family, that are now financially free purely on the back of cryptocurrencies. Now here, if you look at Bitcoin at the moment, so excuse me, the current price of Bitcoin is around $48,000, and in the last 7 days, the price has gone up by 4%. Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency in the marketplace, currently at $3,600, and the price of Ethereum has gone up by 3.5% in the last 7 days. Now, if I just show you some of the other coins, you can very quickly see how we can benefit from some of these altcoins. So we don't just trade Bitcoin, we trade altcoins as well. One such example is Polkadot. If we look at Polkadot here, in the last 7 days, the price of Polkadot has gone up by 30 or so%. So had you put in, let's say $1,000 7 days ago, today you'd be looking at a profit of around $300. And you haven't done anything. You've just put in $1,000 and you've taken your profit back out again after 7 days. And there are many examples here where you can see that's been happening. I mean, Chainlink, another coin, excuse me, has gone up by 15%. So you'd have made 15%. Avalanche, 63%. So what we do is we actually analyze the market every single day. I mean, you don't have to do this yourself. We do that. We have people who are analyzing the markets every single day, and then we actually give you these trading ideas or trading alerts, and then on the back of that information, you will put that data into an app on your phone, and henceforth you will make that profit that I've just talked about. Cosmos, another coin, has gone up by 67.8%. So going back to that example again, you'd have made around $600 profit on your $1,000 investment within 7 days. So let's bump it up a bit. Had you put $10,000 in, you'd have made $6,000 back. 100,000, you'd have made $60,000 profit on that investment on just one coin. And we do this day in, day out. And that's in 7 days. How many investments do you know out there where you can make 67.8% in 7 days? And I can tell you, there's not many out there. I've been doing property for many years, and in my property investments, I was making on average 7 to 12% return per property a year, not 67%. So that is the difference between trading and doing, for example, real estate. And that is why banks don't buy property and banks do trading. I can carry on. Tezos, 57% in the last 7 days. Aave, 19%. So we've seen all this growth in just 7 days, and we trade these coins every single day. And again, we'll tell you when to come into the marketplace, and we'll also tell you when to leave the market as well. Now, in the case of Bitcoin, Bitcoin obviously is the largest cryptocurrency in the marketplace. Currently, the price of Bitcoin is around $47,000 or so. Now, Bitcoin, the all-time high of Bitcoin was achieved just a few months ago when the price of Bitcoin went up to $65,000. So today, if you look at the $47,000 price, we are looking at a discount of 26% compared to the all-time high. Now, very soon, in the next few days, next few weeks, Bitcoin will surpass the $65,000 mark. So even today, it's a good time to get into Bitcoin, because based on our analysis, based on the research that we do every single day, we feel that the price of Bitcoin will hit 6 figures. In fact, it will smash through the 6-figure mark in the next few months. So by 6 figures, I mean $100,000. That's a multiple of 2. So as an example, if you were to buy one Bitcoin today, hold on to it for a few months, when the price is $100,000, if you were to pull out, you would make $50,000 profits. Again, how many investments do you know out there that will give you 100% in just a couple of months? There's not many out there. In fact, Bitcoin is looking like it'll go up not just by a multiple of 2, maybe 3, 4, maybe even a multiple of 5 in the next few months. So Bitcoin, obviously the largest cryptocurrency in the market. We all trade Bitcoin every single day, and we have many mentors who are experts on not just Bitcoin, but other cryptocurrencies as well. Now, very quickly, at the moment, if you were to look at Bitcoin again, for example, we are currently around here. So this is price, and wherever it says new cycle, that is the point where we have Bitcoin halvening. So every 4 years, there's Bitcoin halving or halvening, depending on how you say it. when the supply to the marketplace is halved every 4 years. Now, what happens after a halving is that the price shoots through the roof, and that is what you see every cycle. So we are currently here, excuse me, on this cycle. The current price of Bitcoin is around $50,000 or so, and we are, like I said earlier, just on the cusp of hitting our second peak. So the second peak could be $75,000, could be 80, could even be $90,000. We don't know exactly what it is yet, because obviously we can't do the analysis yet. And then the price will fall back again. We'll have a pullback after the second peak, and then after that second peak, it'll hit the big numbers, the $100,000, maybe even $200,000, even $300,000 is possible. And then after that peak, the all-time high, the price of Bitcoin will come back down again, and then we'll wait for the next cycle. So currently we're actually, I call it, very, very similar to Halley's Comet, which comes every 76 or so years. So with Bitcoin, it's every 4 years that we have this amazing, amazing bull run. And currently we are in this bull run. So you need to make the most of this bull run, because if you miss it, you will have to wait another 3 to 4 years to catch the next bull run to make your amazing profits from Bitcoin. So that is why now is the best time to get into cryptocurrencies, because if you don't get in the next days, you will miss out on the huge peaks that we're talking about. At the moment, obviously Bitcoin is around $46,000, $47,000, but it will go to $100,000, and you could miss the boat unless you start trading in the next few days. So again, thank you for your time today. I'm just going to stop my share here. So again, going back to what my mentor said all those years, just bear with me a second. So what he said to me was, in the last 10 years, for the amount of money that's flown through your bank account, how much have you made on that? And I posed this same question to every single person on this call. In the last 10 years, in the last decade, how much money have you made on your money in your bank account? And the answer is probably very, very close to zero. And if you take inflation into account, and at the moment it's looking very, very likely that inflation will go up further. You've got food inflation as well, where the prices of foods and commodities are also going up. If you take that all into consideration, the answer is probably negative. You've made a loss on your money in the last 10 years, whereas your bank has continued to make over $1 trillion every single day. Not every single month, not every single year, but every single day. Banks are collectively making over $1 trillion, excuse me, and they're making it from your money. So if I can show you a way where you can multiply your money every single day from your phone, all you need is your phone, would you be interested? And again, that question is posed to every single person on this call. And what if we can show you how to earn that additional income without it affecting your current commitments? 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, that's all you need initially to make amazing returns from this platform. And we have hundreds of testimonials on account where people can show you how they've become financially free from this platform. So all you have to do now is make that decision. This is not just another business opportunity. This is actually a solution to a problem. And you are in the right place now to actually build a legacy and create generational wealth, not just for yourself, but for your family as well. Your job won't do that for you. The middle class, as it stands, is dead. Give it a few more months and you will see out there in the environment, the middle class is more or less dead. I mean, you've got food inflation, you've got the prices of cars and houses, everything's going up, and very soon people will not be able to afford the basics. So is it not about time that you actually took charge of your own income and took that decision to get started? My name is Dr. Jav. What you need to do now is go back to that person that invited you to this presentation and let's get you started. As soon as you register, we will assign you a mentor, someone that will work with you every single day. We have mastermind teams on our phones, in WhatsApp and Telegram, where we can help you collectively become financially free. My name is Dr. Jav. Thank you for your time. It's been an amazing webinar, and I will see every single person on this call on the inside. Thank you for your time. God bless.